Swamiji he speak with lot of energy, authority, confidence, and every sentence is full of proud depth and devotion. Are we acquiring that? If we are doing that, then we are Yuvan. I will just define it in few minutes. Yuvan, I hope you will agree. એટલે કે મને એટલું કોને આ પ્રેમના આઘાત જીરવવાનો અંત ક્યારે આવે, એટલે એને કહ્યું કે બેટા હું તો હજી 90 વર્ષની થઈ છું, હું તને કેવી રીતે કહું. Try to understand a human being. Try to and then namaste means I see God in you. Aham brahmasmi tattvamasi. હું બ્રહ્મ છું અને તું પણ તેજ છે. એ ભાવનાથી, એવી ઊંચાઈથી આપણે ભક્તિ કરીએ, આપણે જીવીએ, તો મને ચોક્કસ વિશ્વાસ છે કે કૃષ્ણ ભગવાન આપણી સામે છે. એન્ડ this time Lord Krishna has decided he will not come in a pitambar, he will not come with a murli, he is going to come in a jeans. He will have no murli but mobile. That's why I said કે ઈમેલ વાંચીને હવે અર્જુનને સમજાવો મનમાંથી કાટમાળ કાઢે. In my one of the poems I said ઈમેલ વાંચીને હવે અર્જુનને સમજાવો મનમાંથી કાટમાળ કાઢે, ગાંડીવને શંખધ્વનિ સાચવે ભલે પણ પર્સમાંથી પામ ટોપ કાઢે.
Very much for your well prepared khichdi of wisdom, poetry, intelligence, Vedanta, bhakti, and all spiced with so much of humor. Thank you very much.
Well, when I took him to Mount Soledad, he got out of the car and started walking around and saying, now you have brought me something. Now you have shown me something. Look, 360 degrees, we can see the whole world. Here is Africa, here is Latin America, here is North America, here is Asia, here is Europe. The whole world spread before us in a very dramatic way, but it was a wonderful sight to see. So with that, I'll conclude. Thank you.
Perhaps some of you are thinking, do I really want to be a leader? Perhaps you have gotten a bad impression of local leaders or politicians. That's not what is meant here. What is meant is whether you become teachers, shopkeepers, engineers, IT specialists, or political or business leaders, whatever, you should live your life in such a way that your actions inspire others. You should live for others. That is the real leader, the real lion. But from what I have seen of some of the young people who have gathered here today, it is you who we want to be the future leaders. In fact, you would not be here if you were satisfied being mere sheep. You would not have crossed continents to face unknown conditions if you were satisfied, if you did not feel the power of the lion within. And for those of you who realize yourselves to be lions, leadership will come automatically. You won't have to seek it. It will seek you. It will seek you as long as you follow Swami Vivekananda's advice when he says, even the least work done for others awakens the power within. Even thinking the least good of others gradually instills into the heart the strength of a lion. Thank you.
तो उसी समय दूसरी ट्रैक से ट्रेन आ गई थी अपोजिट साइड से, और मेरे एक पैर, बाएं पैर पे मेरे ट्रेन चली गई थी. मेरा एक पैर कट चुका घुटने के नीचे से, और दूसरे पैर की हड्डियां टूट टूट के बाहर आ गई थी. और लेकिन फिर भी मुझे दर्द बहुत ज़्यादा हो रहा था, लेकिन मुझे ये नहीं लग रहा था कि मेरा पैर कट चुका है. और मैंने ऐसे करके उठने की कोशिश की, लेकिन हम उठ नहीं पाए। मुझे ये एहसास नहीं था कि मेरा पैर कट चुका है, लेकिन जब मैंने अपने थाई को उठा के देखा तो मेरा पैर कट चुका था और जीन्स में ऐसे जूते के सहित में लटका हुआ था। पैर की वजह से हम बहुत, क्योंकि वो पैर में पूरी तरीके से खराब हो चुका था। जब मैंने ये बात आपको बताई कि ऐसे ऐसे मुझे जाना लेकिन मेरा पैर खराब, आपने कहा पैर की वजह से अगर तुम्हारा एवरेस्ट रह जाए तो ऐसा नहीं होने दूंगा। और करीब 70-72 हज़ार रुपए की कमी पड़ रही थी मुझ में, बाकी और पैसे इंतजाम मैंने कर लिए थे। उसके बाद आपने मुझे लोगों से कह के और जो भी अपने पास था वो सबसे कह के मुझे पैसे दिए। उसके बाद जाके मैंने आर्टिफिशियल नया दूसरा पैर खरीदा। कि हर आदमी को एक गोल जरूर बनाना चाहिए अपनी लाइफ में, गोल जरूर बनाओ और उसको इतना फोकस करो कि ऊपर वाला भी देने पे मजबूर हो जाए।
Mount Everest. So she broke the, and when she told me about the record, I was very much interested in her. I said, yes, Swami Vivekananda's blessings will be with you. You have meditated there. I am giving you these books. Whenever you are in low spirits, you keep this small book with you and you read this book. And she took that book and she was in constant touch with me, because when I came to know about the story that she told, when I came to know about the story how when she was going through a train at night, when she was traveling from Lucknow to Delhi, at night the dacoits came, they wanted to steal the chain. She resisted, so she was thrown out of the running train, and there was another running train was going, her head collided, one leg was completely cut off, then she could not come out of the tracks. Whole night she was on the tracks screaming, oozing, blood going out, and she was crying whole night, and 50 trains crossed over her head. Next morning, the villagers took her to the hospital. Somehow she survived. In the hospital, she took a pledge. Now I can't play basketball. She was a basketball national champion. I cannot play the basketball with one leg, but I will go to Mount Everest with only one leg, with a plastic leg. She determined. And this is what, when she delivered to me, when she came in January, that I want to go in month of May for this particular, and I have taken that resolve. I said, okay, very nice. You have got a lot of mental power. Without that, you could not have survived with this 50 trains going over your head. You have got that tremendous willpower. And now Swami Vivekananda's blessings will be there, God's blessings will be there, and I am very sure that you will meet your objective. And then I gave the book, I gave a photograph of Swami Vivekananda along with the photograph of Sri Ramakrishna and Sarada Devi, and I told this will be constantly with you. Whenever in low spirit, just have a look at the photograph and you will get energized. I gave that photograph and she took that photograph right up to Mount Everest. She took that small book also of Swami Vivekananda along with her. She was in constant touch with me. When she was in base, when she was started for going to base camp, at that time she divulged to me that these Tatas have got sponsored, they have sponsored me, but my leg, artificial leg is not proper, and I was thinking to have a better leg, a new leg, but they are not sponsoring. I said, how much it will cost? She said, about 1 lakh rupees, or at the most 75,000 rupees, minimum 75,000 rupees. I said, don't worry, if at all you cannot go to Mount Everest, I will see to it that it will not be the reason that you could not get the artificial leg. That I will see to it. And then I just took some money, I just begged some money from some devotees at whatever small amount we could give. I sent that money, immediately transferred to her account, and with that she got so much relief. She said, Swamiji, I am now feeling confident. I have got a new leg with me. If the old leg goes away, I have got an artificial leg. And then I said, whenever you have got low spirit, you just look at the photograph of Swami Vivekananda, read the book of Swami Vivekananda. She was in constant touch with me till the base camp. After the base camp, there is no touch, no mobile, nothing works there. So just 2 days before she climbed, 3 days before she climbed, she said, I am taking the photograph with me and I am in high spirits and I am determined to conquer it in spite of all the difficulties. So when I got the news, but I must say, she has told her success story. This success story has come because of her willpower, because of her hard effort, because of her mental power. But added to that is the divine grace of God, the divine grace of the blessings of the great saints. But one more thing is a constant support of her brother. And I must please rise.
Nine and 10, you are strong now. तो पत्थर बनेंगे अच्छा एकदम ऊपर ऊपर जैसे पकड़ेगा ऊपर ओके ओके थैंक यू स्वामी जी
Mr. Sam Pitroda has spent 4 decades in the world of telecommunications, helping bridge the global communications divide. His professional career has been divided between the 3 continents of North America, Asia and Europe.
Economic sustainability and environmental sustainability. Environmental sustainability.
You need to worry about the sustainability of your project. Don't worry about political sustainability, that's not your problem. Okay? Worry about your sustainability of your project. How can you worry about somebody else's sustainability? Let the political guys worry about that. Why should you and I worry about it? See, we are always trying to find fault in others. Let them do their job, we do our job. It's like this, when I came to fix telephones in India, people used to complain saying, why are you worrying about telephones? Telephone is an urban elite instrument. Worry about water, you should worry about sanitation. I used to tell them. I said, I don't know anything about water. I don't know anything about sanitation. You find somebody else. Let me worry about telephones. Huh? That's my problem. So there are things on which you are control. And there are things on which you are no control. So don't worry about things on which you have no control. Don't complicate life by solving every bit.
Namaste sir, my name is Laz Trivedi and I am from Charles University. First of all, thank you for listening me. And I have a query. I am a EC engineer, so I would like to ask a question that what is the scope of EC engineering, means communication engineering, and what will be role of communication in India to make India a developed nation?
Go look at a website called CII. It is Public Information Infrastructure. Go Google Sam Pitroda. I don't think you have done that, though you are a student of communication and IT. Okay? See, if I was to come and listen to Sam Pitroda, I would have Googled him for 1 hour. Okay? But you guys won't do it. Because you want to take an easy road. Okay? You should have Googled and you will know the answer to your question if you go search. It's all laid out. What is public information infrastructure? What would it do for India? What is the future of telecom in India? It's all there. You young people are more interested in cricket, Bollywood and gossip. Because this is what Swami Vivekananda would have told you. That do your work sincerely.
Myself Nanda Abhishek, I am from Utah Technological University. So my question is that according to you, how ethically you can overcome the problems created by the corrupt politics?
Look, I not solve all the problems. I am not interested in solving the problem of political bosses.
No, pardon me sir.
Okay? If somebody is corrupt, I can't change that.
No.
But I can assure you.
Sir, sorry, the half question is left till. How ethically you can overcome the problems created by corrupt politicians to be a successful businessman?
I cannot solve them of politicians. I can only solve my problem.
Yes sir, but how?
I can assure you I am not corrupt. I cannot assure anybody else, not even my family members. But I can assure you, I am not corrupt. If enough of us said that, it will be a different world. Business gives money to politicians to be corrupt.
Start execution from today or tomorrow. Raise your hand from today. Raise your hand. That is the only way we can give thanks to Mr. Sam Pitroda for giving so much of his important time. That's the only way. And I'm sure the seeds that he has planted today will bear fruits in not a very distant time. And he was talking about the Indian and Western culture. And I'm very glad to inform you that Indian Council of Cultural Relations, Government of India, is organizing an international seminar at the same art institute in Chicago and on 11th September. And the topic is Swami Vivekananda, a global leader for a global civilization. And so a global culture is coming. It has become a global village because of the communication technology. And Swami Vivekananda has provided the forum for it through his teachings of harmony of religions, universal brotherhood, and the Vedanta philosophy of connecting everyone. And so we are extremely thankful to Mr. Sam Pitroda for giving his valuable time. And we look forward now to his physical presence. And this auditorium, this CC Mehta auditorium, is a part of the MS University in which he studied. And so we have a right over him. And we are also thankful to Dr. Dilip Bhai Desai, who is our own member of our managing committee, part of our ashrama. We extend a very, very warm welcome to Mr. G. Narayan Guruji. We have Mr. Narayana, 600 youths from 24 countries. So, but he is an international management trainer. He told me when we were traveling together that Jet Airways gave him the award of the person who has traveled maximum in a year with Jet Airways, maximum. So you can understand how much he is traveling and how much is the demand. And he has written only 500 books on management leadership, not more. Only 500 books.
That person who projects his members, he does not project himself. Maine kiya. He does not. He projects his people, and when trouble is there, he comes up. In trouble, he stands and supports him. And this is leader. And this leader is not tallest. He is not tallest. He is smaller than these three. He is as small as this. So leadership has nothing to do with the size. Tall, lamba, jadiya, mustache is there, black, dark, nothing. He has nothing to do with size and appearance. Small chalega, but you should be tagda. Ye tagda hai. You should be strong. Leader should be strong. And these four members are not talking to each other. You can see. They are not touch also. They are not in contact. Normally people are not in contact. Different divisional heads are not talking. Different ashram swamis also not talking. They are not talking. But the leadership is contacting people. Not only contacting people, these lallus who are not talking to each other, he brings them for a group discussion. Bring a group discussion. So, leadership is contacting people and connecting people. But I am telling you, connection ke liye, you want to join them, there is a secret. You put your thumb like this and bend these fingers, nahi aata hai. They do not come. If you go to the people and say, come, come, they don't.
It's very good to think of yourselves. It depends how you think of yourselves. How you think of yourselves. In one sense, thinking of yourself, knowing who you are, knowing about your history, your background, your culture, your ideals. Who am I as far as my ideals go? What is it that I want in life? All of that is necessary. No one can grow, no one can develop without thinking of themselves. But the problem with thinking of ourselves comes when our interpretation of ourselves is extremely limited. When it's me against all of you.
when it's me that's important, when it's I that's important, and the needs of others don't matter. When everything in my association with other people comes back to the little me, then that's the problem. So thinking about yourselves is not a problem, that's necessary. Thinking about yourself in relationship to the truth, yourself in relationship to God, or yourself in relationship to the Atman, the self. That's all good and necessary. So again, it's all in the way that we think of ourselves.
Question to Reverend Swami Nikhilesh Prayamji. What is the difference between social work and spiritual work? Most of